Good morning once again, fellow YouTubers. And as always, to those of you that have subscribed to my channel, thank you once again. And for those of you that are viewing my videos and yet to subscribe, go ahead, subscribe. There's plenty of room. So this morning, I actually kind of slept late for a change. And I was contemplating doing a little bit of side work this morning on the computer. But I really don't feel like looking at that computer this morning, so I think I'm just going to push that to the back burner. Right now, I am shooting this video more or less as a test video. I am using the DJI Action 4 camera that I purchased and was able to use my gift cards and discounts through Amazon. I think it was regularly $209, and by the time I added all that stuff in, I got it for, like, with shipping included, of course, $49.28, something crazy like that. Oh, by the way, cheers, morning coffee. So the point of this video is mainly to use this camera, and I would like your feedback on, do I need to increase more lighting on the inside? I activated voice control. I don't know what that is yet. I haven't played around with it yet. I haven't spent too much time on YouTube trying to figure this camera out. I'm seeing some great videos being shot with it on YouTube, but I'm gonna have to make time to play around with it a little bit more. And since I was sitting here doing nothing this morning, I decided instead of turning on that television to do a test video. So I'm asking that you all that are viewing my videos, just drop a comment and let me know if I need to increase the lighting on the inside while I'm in the house. My voice is coming through okay. Do I need to talk a little louder, a little softer? You guys tell me. So here we go. So yesterday I shot a video in reference to my new 2026 Honda Passport Trail Sport, and the two things that I absolutely went through the process of getting replaced. And I had a checklist of things that I thought that needed to be brought to the dealers or the service techs attention. They took care of both items absolutely free. They did one 2 weeks ago, and they finalized the other one today. The part came in, and in my previous video I showed the misalignment of the bumper, and I may put it in this video too because maybe somebody didn't see it. So but anyway, it was a long Saturday. I had an appointment for 8:30 yesterday morning. I woke up at 3 a.m. on Saturday morning. I don't know why. But me thinking, well, I just have to drive to the dealership, take care of this. But by the time I got home yesterday, I was dog tired. I even canceled my evening plans yesterday because once I got in and sat down, I didn't feel like going back out anyway. So, and she was very understanding of that because we had been talking pretty much all morning while I was up in Rome, Georgia, dealing with the Honda situation. So she was on the phone. We was cracking up and having jokes and having a great time. And for somebody that's new that I'm getting to know, that's what I like in communication. Somebody that can just relax and have a conversation about any and everything and not be so focused on trying to fit this thing to make it work, because I don't know where I'm going with it, but I'm enjoying the conversation. And for those of you that are single or estranged or whatever you want to call your relationship, have you moved on far enough from that past situation to even welcome new friends into your life? See, that's the question. We have to be prepared for things like that, and to have great conversation. I can't deal with anybody that cannot communicate with me. I am not going to try to force answers out of you. If this conversation is not going smoothly, it's probably going to last at best 3 minutes. I'm dead serious about that. It's going to last 3 to 4 minutes, and I'm going to exit out of that phone conversation because I don't see a need to continue it on. And the reason why I said that, a couple of weeks ago, my very first phone conversation with this lady, number one, she was loud as I don't know what, and she was just laughing, all loud, laughing like as if we was watching a comedy show, and she wasn't even saying anything. And I was trying to say to her, well, maybe we should talk later, and she's just all over the world about everything, so I just hung up. So finally she called me back, and I explained to her that, you know, you have to be able to pay attention to the conversation. I don't know what you got going on, but excuse my thumb, everybody. Back to this camera, never mind her. So I'm using this DJI Action Cam 4. I know the viewfinder that's on the front of the camera, I'm looking at it now, but then it shuts off. Now to me, I'm thinking the camera had stopped, but it didn't. I need to figure out how to prolong the viewfinder, how to get it to stay on until you end your video. Why, I don't know, but I do know it turns off to help consume battery life or save battery life. I don't know what I'm saying this morning. I'm tongue tied. So, but I did realize all I have to do is just touch it and it comes back on. But then if I keep doing that, everybody's gonna see my thumb hitting the screen. So if it goes off, it goes off. I know I'm in sight right now. I know I'm sitting perfectly still. So unless I start bouncing around, but it would be nice if I can get it to stay on. And I'm sure there's a setting for it. If you guys are using this camera, I've watched the videos and a few how-to videos on this particular camera. And some of them have been pretty nice. I found some decent things about it. But when I was outside the other day and I was shooting it, and it was pretty bright outside, to me, the setting of the light was kind of low. So I need to figure out how to get the brightness in my outdoor settings to increase. That I haven't figured out yet. You know, how to increase that. Because I'm sitting inside right now. And by the way, let me know how the brightness is coming over to you guys. I have a light on behind me that's shining towards me, so that works. But I'm sure with this camera, there's an internal brightness filter that can. I know we have a low light setting. Maybe I need to adjust the low light, but I don't want it to look too dark because I tried it this morning and you could hardly see me. You know, that might be great if I were doing some deep-seated, secretive type videos. That might work perfectly, but that's not what I'm doing. So like I said, this video was made just with full intent of getting your feedback. I do intend on using this video camera more often because it frees up my phone. Not to mention when I'm videoing on my phone, I know the video quality is good, but when you're videoing, it's blocking out incoming calls and everything else. Not to mention, depending on how long your video is, you're draining that battery mighty fast. Then you gotta charge it back up. Then you drain it again. I think that's too much on that phone. With this camera, and once I master it pretty good, I am going to invest in the camera pack, which comes with, one has 2 additional batteries, one has 3. I think 2 additional batteries would be more than enough for me. So I will get the battery pack with the 2 additional, and I will get the DJI brand. I'm not gonna get, John Smith brand camera battery pack crap that's not gonna give you the long battery life. I want to get all the accessories that they have with this, that comes with this camera. I didn't settle for that big adventure pack, that $380 pack. I thought that was a bit much, even though I had my discounts to apply to it and everything. That was still too much. And this is just a regular square one. It's not the Action Cam, the little handheld, the little bitty thing. Although I did like that, but I didn't see one in the price range where I want it to be. And this right here is serving the purpose. Now, out of the box, I originally thought it was a little heavy for something this small, but it took getting used to. You know, you're holding something really small in your hand. It feels heavy to me. And it comes with the connection to the tripod that they use, which is normally the pin thing. You stick the pin through there and tighten it up. But I have 4 tripods that are just standard, the kind that you screw in. So I spent the extra $6 and bought the attachment so I can use my actual existing tripods, because I didn't see at the time spending $25 for a decent tripod when I had 4 that I could use. So I spent the $6. It made sense. You know, it's all about trying to save money. And by the way, these, I guess they call them vlogging lights or whatever. I found them on OfferUp. And the young lady that was selling them, she said, sell or trade. So we're going back and forth. I said, well, I wouldn't mind trading for you. And she was like, well, what do you have? So she apparently must have gotten these things free from somebody. So I told her, well, I have I have a bottle of brandy that's brand new, never been opened. Would you trade for the brandy? Because I don't really drink that much. And it was the Stella Rose, whatever brandy, and she had never tried it. She said, sure. So I traded a bottle of brandy that was given to me for the lights that probably was free to her. So even swapping, no swindle, let the light go again. So we traded. Excuse me, y'all. And I like the lights. I haven't used those much. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a mini studio. I won't say I don't know. I want to set aside the time to do that particular mini studio type thing. And I know this is far out, but we have holiday coming up in May, is it? Yes. So that 4-day weekend, I'm going to utilize that to spend more time. Hopefully the weather's nice outside, shooting different things and doing the videos and everything. But in the time being, I'll continue to shoot my videos and discovering that niche, as they say. Right now, majority of my videos about my vehicle, I've gotten majority of view times on that. I don't mind talking about that vehicle. I can talk about it all day long. If you want me to, I'll crawl up under and show you the undercarriage. It doesn't matter to me, but I want to get into some other things. And most of them will probably be outdoor related. So that's where I'm going with it. I'm thinking of, I'm looking online, and I'm looking for another bicycle. That e-bike, I got over that e-bike craze. It was too heavy. And now the newer ones, I know they're lightweight. I know everybody. I got all that. But I am not about to spend, I don't even want to go over $200 on a bicycle right now, because I would probably ride it every blue moon. I'm looking for used ones, used bikes. So I'm on Amazon, looking on Amazon Marketplace. Found a couple of them. They were the older bikes. I don't care about that. They didn't have the disc brakes and all that. Okay, so what? As long as I can stop. And I talked to a friend of mine yesterday, and she told me about this place in the city of Atlanta. I mean, actually in the city, where this guy has a thing that, I think it's a nonprofit. They rehab bicycles. And she told me that's where she got hers from. So I think one afternoon this week, when I get off work, I'm going to ride by there and just check out his selection. Because if it's repurposing bicycles, and it's pretty much a nonprofit, and he's bringing teens and youth in to help him fix these bikes, I would rather donate my money to something like that for a bicycle. So that's probably where I'm going to go and get it from, unless I see a wonderful, great deal. And I was in Walmart looking around yesterday. I don't know what I was looking at. Oh, I was killing time while they worked on my car, so I'm just walking around in Walmart. By the way, they gave me a loaner vehicle because I didn't want to sit in that dealership all day. So I'm walking around, and I know that Walmart has some e-bikes. I said I was going to do the research on it. But even at Walmart, that thing being $648, I think that's a bit much. Yeah, you can get them cheaper, but I wonder how those Walmart bikes are holding up. Now, I did want to go back to the old school and go back to swing again. Walmart has a nice swing bike, but once again, I think it was $248. I probably would spend that for a new bike for that swing. I couldn't find anybody to get it out, take it down, because it was up high. But I wanted to just sit on it and ride it around the aisle and see how I liked it. It was a great bicycle. So I will go back to old school, go back to swing, because I owned swings as a kid and teenager and young adult, and I knew that they were good then. I don't know who makes swing now. Swing probably have collaborated with somebody else, but the quality looked good. I was able to pick up the front end. It felt pretty light. So looking at that. So if I don't go to this nonprofit and get a bike, I may just go to Walmart and get that swing. I don't know yet, but I definitely do need another bicycle, because I am too close to the Silver Comet Trail to not be utilizing it. And when I had my e-bike, I did enjoy it, but I came too heavily reliable on the fact that I had that pedal assist. I want to get away from that. I want a standard bicycle. I don't want to do the pedal, because I was defeating the purpose. I was coasting along. I wasn't really exercising, if you know what I'm saying. So I want to get away from that. I had my phone, the e-bike. I can't say anything bad about e-bikes. Now, if I'm in the city and I'm tooling around on an e-bike getting from point A to point B, number one, I would not be doing that in Metro Atlanta, because everybody complaining about the traffic that's in Metro Atlanta, but I ain't trying to be funny, but y'all brought that traffic here. You know who you are. that's another story for another day. And I want everybody to stay tuned because my interview that I was going to do with a friend of mine, and we were going to discuss everything adult related. I think I'm going to have to postpone that interview that was scheduled for today because we have storms coming through, and I'm not finna get out here and play around when they're predicting wind, but they don't know how bad. So I think it's better that I just stay in place. Other than I need to run to the store because I want to make me a cucumber salad today to go with my. I think I'm going to do chicken and egg noodles. So I want a salad to go with it. Something simple that I don't have to take all day to do. And so I'm gonna go run to the store and get the cucumber. I already have an onion. Why I didn't get it yesterday? Because it wasn't on my mind until this morning. And I was in the store yesterday. So I'm gonna go to the store and get those things. And like I said, this video is just me talking and getting accustomed to the camera. And I'm doing this because I'm asking for you all's help and your feedback on this video, as to say, hey Warren, yeah, you do need to increase the lighting. Your voice is fine, or you need to speak up or talk softer. I really don't know yet. I'm playing it back, looking at the video, but for me, looking at myself, I think it's okay. But what better way than to ask the general public, you all that has subscribed to my channel? So help me to make better videos. I'm asking. I'm not gonna get on here and say I'm a video expert. I'm an ace at this. I have used the CapCut program a little bit to incorporate things, overlaying pictures and adding, little words here, there. But I don't know if I'm going to get that deep into CapCut to where I do fade in and fade outs. I don't know. If I find myself with some free time to where I don't have nothing else to do but to spend a whole afternoon playing around with it and this video camera. But like I said, I have other means of making money that I must attend to, and I'm not complaining about that. But right now I'm tired. I don't want to, I can easily get on that computer and put in 5 hours and be closer to finishing a particular project and be closer to getting that money. But it's just not going to happen today. Friday, yes, leaving work Friday, yeah, I'm going to dedicate Sunday to doing just that. It ain't even in me, y'all. Y'all have those days, but I can be sitting right on this computer behind me doing what I have to do, but I just don't feel it right now. Today gonna be my day of relaxation. I may or may not have some company. Give you an idea of just how tired I am. Yesterday I got in, I did laundry. I didn't even fold my clothes. My clothes are sitting right there. I'm looking at them. They're on my bed, a big wad of clothes. And I'm the type that will wash, dry, and fold immediately. And I stepped on the couch last night because it just felt so good. I needed that rest. For somebody that's normally up even 5 to 6 a.m. on a Sunday morning drinking coffee, it was 7:45 when I opened my eyes. And I think the reason why I slept so good last night because I knew I was tired. Sometimes I'm so tired I can't rest peacefully. I took a couple drops of that organic, what is that oil called? Organic oregano oil last night. A couple of drops in some water. And y'all might want to Google that organic oregano oil and get the original. It's good for so many things. No, I'm not a health nut. Yes, I am. I want to lose some weight. I really do. But it had me so relaxed that I don't know what's the magic trick to that thing, but I slept all night and even slept late this morning. So I'm going to say it was mainly because I had a long day yesterday, didn't have hardly no sleep the night before, finally got in last night, and I once I drank that, I got so relaxed. I wasn't even thinking about folding those clothes. I went right to sleep. I remember turning over, the TV was still on, I turned it off and went right back to sleep on that couch. And this couch, I swear this couch must be haunted because when I lay on that couch, it just grips me and puts me to sleep. So maybe, I don't know, that's weird, but hey, it is what it is. It's just that comfortable. It's an old couch that was bought secondhand. And if and when I do move, I'm gonna have a room or a lower area dedicated to taking this raggedy old couch with me because it's just as comfortable. I used to have one like that before then. And then when I got this one took the cake. I remember spending many days just sleeping on this thing. If I couldn't sleep and I'm upstairs and I'm restless, I had a little area downstairs that was just a room, no windows. And I would turn off those lights, put on something soft, lay on that couch. And it was one of the most restful Saturday afternoons. Saturday, bright and sunny, 90 degrees outside. I'm downstairs, nice and comfortable in a dark room, shutting off the world, if you will. But anyway, this video is primarily a test video. I do want your feedback. You know, by all means, please, even if you don't even want to subscribe to my channel, can you give me the feedback as to, do I need to work on the lighting a little more? If this particular camera is fine, how's the sound? Just give me your feedback, and just keep in mind that this is a trial and error video. So I welcome any kind of comments in reference to how I can make the video come across a lot clearer. I don't want to do a lot of smoke and mirrors. I was going to do fancy backdrops and all those things, and I do have the backdrops that I could use, but right now I don't know if I want to do that because I might get too used to being too stationary, if that makes sense, and I may not want to do any outside videos. I did say I was going to do a video on a particular car mount that I was using. I was leaving Honda yesterday and I was getting ready to clamp the thing. You know, you clamp it on your dashboard and all this kind of stuff. Number one, I thought fitting the clamp is too tight. But number two, it doesn't hold. I put it on there, I put it in front of me, and I'm driving, coming back. I haven't made it a mile. I haven't put my phone on there yet. The damn thing just flew off, poof, just came towards me. And I said, now see, stuff like that can cause somebody to swerve off the road, scare the crap out of them. I ain't using that mess. I'm gonna come up with a better way to clamp my video if I'm driving. Oh, hey, here's an idea. Hey Warren, how about not videoing while you drive? How's that? You know, how about you? I've never been the one to do distractive type things when I drive anyway. So why am I trying to figure out how to get this thing to stay stationary? Maybe that was a sign. You don't need this. Focus on the road. It's a piece of crap. I'm gonna have to look it up in my history and see the name of it. And I know I got it from Amazon, but I'm gonna find it in my history, and I'm gonna do a review. And I'm also gonna do a review on Amazon and express my opinion on how much of a piece of crap that is. It don't hold. Even sitting still, you know, if your dashboard is, this is your dashboard, and you know, you have that piece, you clip it in, and it just wedges out. Sitting still in the vehicle one day, I was doing a video, and it just thought, I could see the camera sliding back towards me. And maybe with this phone, which is the Galaxy S22 Ultra, it is a brick of a phone. And I know, yes, I know all you iPhone users, yes, I know, but I'm not switching. I like Samsung, it's my phone. It's all about a matter of preference. And I did a survey, who uses more emojis? iPhone users. I don't really care for emojis. Send me one or two, yeah, but if your whole basic communication, and I'm looking at you texting me, and you got more emojis than words, I mean, come on, kid. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that. To each his own. Let's all remember that. I happen to like my phone. It serves a lot of useful purposes for me on my job, when I'm on job sites or whatnot. And I also have the Samsung tablet, the S7, which I ended up getting for free back during the COVID thing. I think it was around 2019, 2020. How I got that thing for free, which is an interesting story. I ordered the Galaxy S7 tab, and I was at work, and at the time, the guy that was working with me, he showed me on the Samsung site how much cheaper it was. Not only was it cheaper, it was an upgraded version. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna order this and send the other one back. So I ordered the other one, and let's say I'm gonna throw out some numbers. Let's say if I paid $600 for the Galaxy Tab at Amazon, the other one was like $530, but it was an upgrade model through Samsung. So I ordered Samsung, still got the one for Amazon. Got on Amazon Prime site. I was chatting with one of the people, customer rep, whatever you want to call customer service. Told y'all I'm tongue-tied this morning. Customer service, and I was expressing my concern with this particular tablet, and I decided I didn't need it, and I purchased it with full intent on using it, but it's just not the thing for me. And he said, and I'm sure you all probably had this happen before too, but it was in the heat of COVID too. He said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and issue you a full refund, but we do not want the item back. So this almost $600 purchase, they're just gonna eat the tab on it. They didn't want it back. So now I still got the one from Amazon. I got my new one. I posted the one from Amazon on Marketplace and got my money back. So I sold it. So essentially, they didn't want the item. They refunded me. So I got $600 right here and the item. Okay, y'all keep up. I have the item. I have $600. I paid $535 for the one through Samsung. Still with item in my hand, still with my money. I posted the one from Amazon and still got money for that. So essentially, the one from Samsung, it balanced out and made it free. Give or take $15, $20 here or there. So that's how I ended up with a free Galaxy Tab S7. I think they're up to 10 now. I don't think I'm ready for it yet. I don't think I'm ready for another major purchase because I only bought that Galaxy tablet for work related, and I didn't want to. Well, first, y'all ain't gonna believe this crap. We can get on talk about work when they first got the iTablets or whatever y'all call it. Only a select few people was using it on job sites. They was treating it like gold. Some of us wasn't using them. I thought that was odd. So I bought one. I bought my Galaxy because I'm not an Apple user of nothing. And I know y'all can gripe and say, well, Apple is the best, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell y'all something. Do your research before you start coming at me about Apple being better than Samsung. Because guess whose camera software and camera equipment that's inside of the iPhone? I'll wait. Go do your research. I'll wait. Exactly. So we're not going to have that argument. It's a matter of personal preference. I'm going to keep saying that. So anyway, with me using my Galaxy Tab on certain job sites, of course, I can take my pictures. I've got my PDF in there, take pictures of stuff, and I slide it over right to the object that I want to have that I'm talking about. And I can either write on my tablet or, of course, I can type the information in. So when I get back, and if I had to do a field report, now they have it set up to do the field report through Bluebeam Studio, which they've got it set up for the iPhone. Which that's fine. I don't have to make mine look exactly alike, as long as it's precise and it's clear. So that's how I do my field reports. I can actually do a walk-in field report. And it's on my sheets. So my report can be on all my pages. I can turn in that PDF as my field report. So when I get back to the office, on the cover sheet, I can type in refer to sheet, refer to sheet, refer to sheet, refer to sheet. That's my field report, the actual drawings. Everybody's gonna do it differently, but it works for me. But that's enough about work because, like I said, I ain't in the mood to do no work today. I'm just going on with this video. I'm trying to eat up some time on this video. And if y'all are still here watching, then by now you probably have already sent me a comment on what I need to do to better this particular video. Not increase what I need to talk about. I'm going to talk about an array of things once I get settled in. But I want to work on the quality of this video. I really don't want to do fancy backdrops. I want to do more at the park, more outside. I may actually take this camera with me when I run to the store in case I see something interesting to post about. Well, I know I have my phone with me, so I use my phone for just short-term stuff like that. I just got to get used to this camera. So in the meantime, I'm going to get off of here, and I thank you all for being patient with me and for watching this video. And please comment on the sound quality, the lighting, and everything, so it can help me to make better, clear videos. That's why I'm asking you all. So yes, I am asking for help because I am not a vlogging expert. I don't think I'll be quitting my job and doing this full time. I have no intention on doing it unless I walk away from my job and become a full-time traveler in my travel trailer, if and when I buy it. That's not what I'm buying it for though. But you never know how things are going these days. You might just, I tease about quitting my job 3 days a week, every week. So you never know. But in the meantime, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. And I am welcoming all comments on this particular video because I am trying to get used to this DJI Action Cam 4, which has a long name. So I'm just gonna say DJI 4. Y'all can Google, y'all can find it. I may or may not put a description or a link to it. But if you just do a search engine, DJI, J as in January, Action 4, you'll find it. It's just that simple. So, but anyway, I want everybody to I want to thank everybody for being patient with me, especially my subscribers. And I have plenty of room for new subscribers, so come on in and join the rest of us. And until next time, everybody have a great Sunday. Take care.